Tab, let me get you spotlighted here. All right. He's going to phone with recording. We got Tab on screen now.
Recording in progress.
Can I get permission to
Okay, guys, if everybody can mute yourselves, please. I'll just mute everybody real quick. All right. We are joined now by Dynamo head coach Tab Ramos. Tab, thanks for joining us. I guess we'll start off. Just give us your initial thoughts on how the game played out this evening.
Yeah, it was a well-fought game, I think, by both teams. Obviously, we feel like we had the better of it and the better chances. And I thought, in general, the team, in particular in the second half, had some really good moments. And, unfortunately, we couldn't shake off, getting another tie.
And, guys, if you have questions for Tab, go ahead and click the raise your hand button, and we'll get you in here. While we're waiting on those, Tab, just kind of give us, I guess, your first thoughts on, we'll start with Corey Barrett. He obviously joined the team, I think, very recently, a day or so ago, jumped right in. How did you feel like he integrated into the team?
I thought he had a great game. Not easy. He landed last night about midnight, so he barely had a chance to adapt to breathing Houston air for a few hours, and then here he is thrown into a game that's 0-0 in the second half and against his old team. So I'm sure there's a lot of feelings there too. So it's not an easy situation, but I think he's a pro. And I insist Corey is one of the elite American players, and we feel lucky we had a chance to get him.
Great. I see some questions coming in here, so I'll start off on there. We'll start with Corey Repkin from the Chronicle. Go ahead, Corey.
Hey, Coach. What were your impressions with the attack in the first 60 minutes, and then in the last 30 minutes when you brought Tyler and Corey on?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was obvious that it changed a little bit. We were a lot more dynamic with Corey and Tyler in, but as you know, Tyler has been with his national team until yesterday. He hasn't even trained one day with us. He arrived yesterday to the team environment, but today is the first time we saw Tyler actually. So we hadn't seen him in a few weeks. So that wasn't easy. Obviously, Corey the same. He was 2 days ago he was with LAFC, and now he's with us. But I think they showed flashes of having a good understanding and being able to do well together. So I think that's a good thing. It wasn't easy dealing with all the attacking players who were missing today.
I was going to say, how did that change your expectations for the attack, knowing how many attacking players you were missing?
Yeah, it's difficult because I can never go to the team and say, okay, well, we're home. Let's just play for the tie because we don't have whoever's not here. I think you need to take advantage of the opportunity. There's 20-some guys on the roster, and I think most of them are upset when they don't play, and I think here was a chance to play. So here you go, and I feel like it's an opportunity, and I thought, to be fair, all the guys that had an opportunity did really well.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll go next to Victor Ariza from the Striker, Texas. Go ahead, Victor.
Hey, Tab, just in your analysis, what do you attribute all these draws or the form the team is currently ongoing? Do you think, this is part of, obviously today was, you had some players out because of health reasons, but do you think maybe depth is an issue, or do you think it's just, things aren't working out the way you guys have practiced? What do you attribute to these ties?
No, well, obviously ties happen by chance. We're not trying to tie games. You saw we're pushing all the way to the end. Even when we play on the road, we do a pretty good job of trying to go out and win the game, and I think that's why we get the ties. But, in general, I've personally never had so many ties. I think as a player or as a coach, it's kind of strange, tying every week because you're losing points. But we're trying. Obviously, today is a little bit different scenario because we're down quite a few guys, and that's for a club like ours and where we are, it's really difficult.
Victor?
Yeah, obviously big day for Memo, 100th appearance in a Dynamo jersey, but I don't think he arrives the way he wants to, right? Or at least not the expectations you had for him. What does he still need to do to reach that next level, do you think?
Yeah, I thought today was a little bit better than the way he's been playing, the last few games. So I was encouraged by that. I think he took advantage of the opportunity. That's why he was in the game the whole time because he deserved it. And yeah, I mean, we got to keep working with him. You know, he has to become more aggressive going towards goal, but you know, it's not easy playing 100 games in this league, and he's already done it, and I think that's a great thing.
Okay, we'll go over to Garrett Heinrich. Go ahead, Garrett.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Mateo getting his first MLS start, what you saw from him?
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job. You know, he held on to the ball well. You know, he stuck to the game plan and what we asked from him, which is not allow the opposing team's number 6s to come and receive the ball, and he did that really well. I thought he made some good diagonal runs into space. He got to the far post a few times, or if we would have gotten a few balls, he might have been able to help us and put a goal in. So he did a lot of things well. Obviously, he's been with us for the last 8 or 9 months. So you would figure that by this time he knows how we're playing, and I think he showed that. I think he stepped right in and did a pretty good job.
We also link one of the better scoring teams in the league. You guys seem to shut them down pretty well. Can you talk about how the defense is coming together, how well they played?
Yeah, I'm happy about that, because I think the addition of teenage into the back line has been huge, and obviously the play of Sam Junqua at the same time has helped us a lot. I think we have two very athletic players there who are good in the air, who can play with the ball on their feet, who can go forward when they need to. And I think both those guys have helped a lot. But there's no question that teenagers' addition to the team has changed our team. And so it's difficult. It's difficult to build a team if you're allowing goals. And I think we're at a good moment now where we're not allowing goals, and that's a good place to be. It's a good start.
Thank you.
Any additional questions in English? If not, we'll go ahead and switch over to Spanish. Okay. Vamos a cambiar a preguntas en español. Si tiene una pregunta para Tab, pone el botón levante la mano. Luis Ortiz, adelante Luis.
Profe, buenas noches. Usted ha sido muy constante toda la temporada, bueno, desde que llegó al equipo, ¿no? Sobre su estilo de jugar, que le gusta atacar, que le gusta jugar rápido. Hoy se vio, como lo mencionó hace momentos, estuvieron atacando hasta el último minuto, bastantes tiros, pero simplemente no entró la pelota a la portería. ¿Qué tan frustrantes son estos empates cuando el equipo están intentándolo? Como usted dice, no tratan de empatar, tratan de ganar, pero simplemente no se dan los resultados.
Sí, es una buena pregunta. A mí no me frustra que los jugadores creen ocasiones y que no se conviertan en gol. Lo único que me frustraría a mí es que los jugadores no estuvieran haciendo el esfuerzo. Sé que a lo mejor es más frustrante para los aficionados viendo el partido y ver que no estamos haciendo el gol, pero como entrenador no me puedo frustrar de un jugador que no termina una ocasión si hace el esfuerzo. Y creo que los jugadores nuestros están haciendo el esfuerzo, están creando ocasiones y están teniendo a veces ocasiones que a 2 o 3 metros y la pelota no entra. Pero bueno, sé que lo están intentando, están haciendo lo posible y por eso a mí esas cosas no me frustran.
Hablando un poquito más sobre eso, ¿qué pueden hacer ustedes? ¿Qué ajustes se pueden hacer para poder definir estas oportunidades de gol?
Hay que seguir entrenando, hay que seguir practicando, hay que seguir haciendo repeticiones durante la semana. Lo venimos haciendo. Obviamente hoy fue un partido un poquito raro porque Corey era el primer partido con nosotros, porque Tyler hacía un mes prácticamente que no estaba con el equipo y se presentó recién hoy, o sea que no lo veíamos porque estaba con Canadá. Seren entrenó un par de días esta semana porque recién se incorporó de El Salvador, o sea que fue una semana muy difícil para nosotros, pero estoy contento con el esfuerzo del equipo.
Y la última de mi parte, profe, si me permite, lo mencionaba hace momentos que creo que entendí que es la primera vez en su carrera como jugador, entrenador de tanto empate, ¿no? ¿Cómo mantienen ese ánimo, la frente en alto, no dejar que estos resultados cobren factura, por decir?
Bueno, es difícil, pero al mismo tiempo nosotros tenemos que ser honestos con nosotros mismos y reconocer que el equipo está haciendo un buen esfuerzo, que somos un equipo difícil para todos los equipos. Tenemos 4 derrotas en 16 partidos, que si miramos alrededor de la liga, en particular en la zona del oeste, creo que solo a lo mejor hay 1 o 2 equipos que tienen menos derrotas que nosotros. O sea que depende cómo se vea. A mí no me gusta empatar, no quiero que tome mi palabra como que he visto o he mirado mis estadísticas como jugador, cuántas veces he empatado, pero no recuerdo haber estado tantos partidos así empatando. Pero en general, como entrenador, me gusta mirar a lo positivo y sé que en este momento somos un equipo muy, muy difícil, pero tenemos que convertir estos empates en triunfos.